A first alert update about the building in Kaukauna that had its facade fall off on Sunday. The city of Kaukauna working with the owner of the Galleria of Tile. While officials are working to reopen the road, power still is out and those living and working there have been advised not to return until further notice. Mayor Tony Penterman says he received a report from the city's structural engineer and will be reviewing the findings. Depending on the building's structural integrity, the report will determine if it needs to be torn down. After the incident, inspectors will now survey other older buildings throughout the city to check on their structural integrity.